I mean, just backing up a bit, like, so what got you originally interested in kind of programming and data science?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm really proud to be a lifelong programmer. I wrote my first program when I was about 7.
Yeah.
And it was in QBasic, which is really interesting for people that are, use QBasic and probably Windows 95 at that point. You used to be able to launch QBasic very easily from your start menu in Windows. Mm-hmm. It was like one click basically, and you have a programming environment set up and you can start learning.
Right.
And fast forward like 10 years from there to when I started to formulate some opinions that eventually led to me founding NextTech, it was much harder to get to a point where you could start writing code. So it actually regressed from that state where me as 7 years old could sit down and learn QBasic. And then, now students 10 years later are actually having to do all this really complex setup.
Right.
But yeah, so I started with that, moved on to C++ and started in college doing Ruby on Rails application development. And most of the work that I've done on the data science side has actually been around what's called data engineering. So rather than building out data science models, it's figuring out how do we take billions and billions of data points and process them at scale. So what are the types of aggregations you need to do, not only to be able to store that type of data, but to be able to extract it fast enough for it to be relevant to the users of your product.